Hello, Captains, and welcome to another exciting episode in the Delta Quadrant. Today we'll be doing Friends in Unlikely Places and Revelations.
It's been more than 30 years since Voyager passed through this region of space. But the echoes of what Captain Janeway and her crew did linger. We need to reestablish relationships here. I'm assigning you a region of space to patrol. Meet the locals and find out how things stand in the Delta Quadrant today.
Very well. Admiral, I'm detecting an ongoing firefight. The combatants appear to be Bentham Protectorate Squadron and some Kazon. Orders? Let's give the Benthams a hand.
By the Bentham Guard. Our scans indicate your ship is armed and operational, and you have demonstrated your ability to assist in an ongoing operation. You will either join our squadron as a deputized Protectorate officer, or clear the area immediately.
Deputized?
You are now my deputy. We are here to apprehend a suspect wanted in multiple systems for crimes not limited to theft, coercion, destruction of private property, and murder. When you arrived, we were dealing with one of this criminal's lieutenants. We've tracked the suspect to this system. Your assistance in this matter is required, and appreciated.
Very well.
Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding. and welcome to this sector. We recommend that you get underway and head for secure space. There's been a lot of turbulent activity recently, and multiple reports of danger to travelers.
Anything we should be aware of?
The Kazon have long been one of the more aggressive races in this quadrant. We've been cleaning up several Kazon raiding actions. They've been especially active, taking advantage of the recent chaos. We've also received information from some of our informants about ships that can eliminate board vessels easily, but it is hard to separate rumor and fact. We don't have any first-hand evidence of such attackers, but multiple parties have reported this.
Interesting. Usually the Kazon don't have the technology to be a real problem. What's causing them to be more opportunistic all of a sudden? If there's something putting pressure on other powers in this quadrant, the Kazon might be exploiting that moment of weakness. Maybe this fighting with the Borg is spilling over into neighboring parts of space, and the Kazon are looking for choice opportunities to raid for supplies. Let's be sure to include this in our report.
We have the suspect in custody now, and we also apprehended a fair number of his associates. This part of space will be safer without their influence. I'm dispatching medics to treat any wounded so they can stand trial, and an engineering team to ensure his ship is stable so we can tow it back to base. Thank you. We have it from here.
Very well.
We've received a distress call from the USS Callisto. The signal was garbled, and there's little more than their last known location in the data. Get out there and bring the Callisto home if you can.
Very well, Admiral.
There's something interesting.
We have arrived at the location of the distress call from the USS Callisto. We're no longer receiving the distress beacon, but sensors are picking up debris consistent with a Luna-class Federation starship. There may be some survivors. Scan the wreckage. No luck, Admiral sensors aren't reading any life signs in the wreckage. The Callisto had a crew complement of 350. Unfortunate. Can we identify who attacked her? Admiral, there's an incoming message, and it's from the outpost station. Let's hear what they have to say.
This is 7 of 9, part of a Federation research team assigned to the USS Callisto. My team and I were investigating this outpost when the defense systems activated and destroyed the ship.
7, this is Admiral Axion of the ISS Long Island. We responded as soon as we could.
I am aware of your service record. Thank you for responding to our request for assistance. I was able to deactivate the outpost defenses, but the system sent out an automated distress signal upon shutdown. It is logical to assume that someone will be arriving to investigate. Please transport my team and me to your ship. I will be of more assistance to you there.
They have a lot to explain.
Long-range sensors are picking up inbound energy signatures. Voth ships. They must lay claim to this system.
Indeed.
Attention, trespassing endotherms. You are trespassing in Voth-aligned space. Surrender now, and we will allow you to live out the remainder of your lives on a prison world.
We will not be made into your prisoners.
You have violated the Voth facility, and will be.
Where are they going? It's not like the Voth to leave a battle they would have clearly won.
That is odd. Admiral receiving a distress call from the Two-Ray homeworld. On screen.
This is a general distress signal for any ships in range. This is the Two-Ray homeworld. We are under attack by an unknown force of immense power. We require immediate assistance.
Who exactly are the Two-Ray?
The Two-Ray are a spacefaring culture that Voyager encountered in 2376. They claim ownership over the underspace, which are corridors through subspace that significantly shorten travel times here in the Delta Quadrant. Command has been attempting to contact them, without success. Access to the underspace would be a distinct advantage for our fleets.
Do you think the Voth are the ones who attacked the Two-Ray? They left so quickly.
That is one possibility. To my knowledge, the Voth and Two-Ray are not enemies. However, there is still much we do not know about the Delta Quadrant.
Perhaps a show of good faith would be in order. Course laid in for the Two-Ray homeworld. We're ready to leave on your orders. Engage at Warp 5.
We have arrived in the Two-Ray system. The Voth ships are in combat, but they are not engaging Two-Ray vessels. Their opposition does not conform to any known ship in the database.
Whoever they are, they're packing quite a punch. One of the ships is broken off and moving in our direction. Well, let's go say hello.
The Voth and whomever they are fighting are speaking on an open channel. We can listen to their communications.
Make it so.
Your defense of the Two-Ray thieves will be your undoing.
The Two-Ray and Voth have a long-standing allegiance. The Two-Ray's exothermic nature makes them superior to the other feeble races of the Quadrant.
then you will be loyal to the death.
They're not even attempting to negotiate.
The surface of the Teray homeworld is being devastated by the debris from the Voth vessels. The Teray do have a defense network of satellites and shields that is capable of protecting them, but the control network is offline. This was intentional. Their attackers deliberately targeted the area during the initial assault. There is a secondary command center on the outskirts of one of their major settlements. If we transport directly there, we will be able to restore the control network.
Very well.
The invaders attacked this facility, but they did not do significant structural damage. They were, however, able to take down the control network controlling the orbital defense grid. That defense grid is the only thing capable of stopping all of the debris from the battle in orbit from raining down on the planet. Small pieces will burn up in the atmosphere, and your ship's weapons can deal with some others, but a significant percentage will get through. Until that grid is operational, there will be widespread devastation.
Yes, let's make this happen.
There was a firefight here. One of the Teray is injured, but his condition is stable. He may be able to give us more information about the invaders.
Good, we'll help him and maybe we get some answers to some questions.
Thank you. My name is Bellis. You're from Starfleet, right?
Yes, we'd like to know what happened here.
The ships emerged from the underspace, and they were too close for our defense grid to stop the launch of drop pods. In minutes, they had knocked out the grid controls, and we were defenseless. We barely had time to transmit a distress signal.
Who are the attackers? We couldn't identify the ships.
The attackers were Vodwar. Voyager did indeed interact with one of our corridors, but instead of deleting the info as we requested and going on their way, they revived our greatest enemy. All of this destruction, every death, it's all Voyager's fault.
Vodwar?
Impossible. It cannot be the Vodwar. I would know.
Vodwar aren't important. Completing our mission here is.
My analysis remains unchanged. We need to restore functionality to the defense grid. There are 4 nodes located on the edge of this complex. We must restart these nodes and realign them to the central tower to re-establish the grid.
Sounds good. Keep an eye out for any Vodwar. They won't like what we're trying to do.
I'll go to the central tower and start the initialization sequence.
No further hostile. I blame myself for the Vodwar's return. It was a door best left unopened. No further hostile beams detected. Complete these steps in the correct order to initialize and align the node.
Go on.
First, you must access the AI subroutines. Next, you must reinitialize the kinetic dampeners. Finally, you must align the main relay. Uplink established. When we first rescued the Vaudois, we thought we could be allies. Analysis complete. Perform these steps in the correct order. First, you must access the AI subroutines. Next, you must reinitialize the kinetic dampener. Finally, you must align the main relay. Defense node online. Whatever happens here, we must inform our superiors. I have completed my analysis. Threat. Complete the following step. First, you must launch the startup sequences. Next, you must charge the capacitive relays. Finally, you must establish the... Uplink reinitialized. When Admiral Tuvok asked me to leave my post at the Daystrom Institute to assist the Callisto, I thought the probability of seeing Vaudois was statistically insignificant. We had to ally ourselves with the Teray to escape the Vaudois. My analysis of this node is complete. Execute the following steps. First, you must access the AI subroutines. Next, you must reinitialize the kinetic dampeners. Finally, you must establish... Connection reestablished.
Starfleet, I need assistance at the central tower.
I'm away.
did an excellent job getting the defense nodes back online and realigned to the central hub here. The restart process will take some time, but the
No
defense
further
grid will be active in about 2 minutes. We'd be in good shape if the Vadwar hadn't launched more assault pods. These are mobile transporter pads used to bring more troops to the surface rapidly. I assume they're coming to stop us from restoring the defense grid.
We need to hold them off till the defense grid completes the restart sequence.
The Teray took control of underspace after the Vadwar were defeated. Clearly, the Vadwar object. No further hostile beams detected. Vadwar reinforcements approaching. The Vadwar are relentless. The probability of our survival is slim.
Then it's time to do some assimilating.
The Vadwar are tenacious fighters. We must be more so.
Keep this up forever!
What is that? No further hostile beams detected.
Odd.
I'm receiving a message from the ISS Long Island. The Vadwar are retreating to underspace. Even with the defense grid online, the Tuareg couldn't have defeated them. Why leave before they finish the fight? Odd.
It is not odd. Voth reinforcements have entered orbit. These Vadwar do not want to do battle with an obviously superior force.
Really, I seem to remember the Vadwar tearing your ships apart.
While we did sustain great losses, we have made good on our agreement with the Teray. Bellas, we have restored your defense grid.
Seven and I restored the defense grid, you mean?
I'm not interested in petty squabbling about who did what. The grid is restored and we are safe. That's all that matters.
I apologize, Bellas. Admiral, the USS Voyager has entered orbit. Admiral Tuvok is requesting to beam down to your position. Permission granted.
Seven of 9.
Admiral.
We detected the destruction of the Callisto. What?
It was your fault! Your ship invaded the Voth outpost! You woke the Vaadwaur!
Vaadwaur. Interesting. Starfleet intelligence did not consider them a threat. We believed their numbers were few and their technology outdated.
Then you were wrong! The Vaadwaur have returned, and no one is safe.
I see. 7. Voyager could use your expertise again. Will you return to the ship?
That would be acceptable.
Very well. We will take the other survivors from the Callisto as well. Thank you.
Voyager, 2 to beam up.
Seven and 9 safely arrived on Voyager, and the Vaadwaur threat to the ground here is over. Voth commander has indicated his forces will deal with any remaining hostiles. We're cleared to return to the ISS Long Island near command. Beam us up.
Thank you for assisting 7 and lending aid to the Touré. However, the discovery that our old foes, the Vaadwaur, have made such a leap in technology and are now threatening the entire quadrant is troubling.
I agree.
Thank you. Without your help, my team and I may have been killed by the Voth. Now, however, I must turn my attention to the Vaadwaur. I am responsible for their return. I must assist in their defeat.
Good luck, 7. Stay safe out there. We're clear to depart as soon as you're ready. Let's leave the system.
The Vaadwaur. I had a feeling I hadn't seen the last of them. They were dangerous before, and now they have tech that can defeat the Voth. If the Vaadwaur come for us, we need to be ready.
Understood, Admiral.
There's something interesting.
Thank you, Captains, for watching, and I'll see you again soon.